Greetings, seekers of the enigmatic, to our video. As you embark on this journey, may you tread carefully through the mist-laden bayou and unravel the haunting secrets that lie within the mansion's forsaken walls. Deep within the mist-shrouded swamplands of Louisiana, there lies an ancient and eerie plantation known as Bayou Grove. This plantation, with its dilapidated mansion and overgrown grounds, is the site of a chilling incident that gave rise to a haunting legend, one that would become shockingly real. In the late 1800s, Bayou Grove was the home of the enigmatic and reclusive DuPont family. The DuPonts were known for their wealth and their disturbing fascination with the occult. The locals whispered about dark rituals performed under the cover of night, and the mansion itself exuded an air of foreboding. One moonless night, a powerful storm struck the region, flooding the bayou and isolating the mansion. As the thunder raged and the rain poured, a series of blood-curdling screams echoed through the swamp. When the storm subsided, the town discovered that the DuPont family and their mansion had vanished without a trace. In the wake of their disappearance, tales of sinister happenings spread like wildfire. Locals claimed to have heard ghostly cries in the bayou, and eerie lights were said to dance atop the water's surface. The legend of Bayou Grove was born, the story of a family that had delved too deeply into the realm of the supernatural and paid a dreadful price. Decades later, a team of paranormal investigators, led by the renowned Dr. Emily Turner, arrived at Bayou Grove to unravel the truth behind the legend. Armed with advanced equipment and unwavering determination, they ventured into the murky swamp and approached the abandoned mansion. As they entered the mansion's decaying halls, their equipment began to malfunction, capturing unsettling F recordings and distorted images of ghostly figures. Dr. Turner's team navigated the labyrinthine corridors, their flashlights revealing glimpses of the mansion's twisted history. Deep within the mansion, they discovered a hidden chamber, a room adorned with arcane symbols and candles. In the center of the room lay an old, weathered book, the DuPont family's journal of dark rituals and forbidden knowledge. Dr. Turner, driven by curiosity, began to read from the journal, invoking an ancient incantation. Suddenly, a chilling wind swept through the room, extinguishing the candles and plunging the chamber into darkness. The team heard whispers in languages long forgotten, and ghostly apparitions materialized before their eyes. The spirits of the DuPont family, their faces contorted in anguish, spoke of their thirst for vengeance and the curse that bound them to Bayou Grove. As Dr. Turner attempted to flee the chamber, she was seized by an unseen force. Her terrified screams echoed through the mansion as her body contorted unnaturally, mirroring the agonized expressions of the spirits around her. In an instant, she was consumed by darkness, and her body vanished into thin air. The legend had come true. The curse of Bayou Grove had claimed another victim. Dr. Turner's team fled the mansion, haunted by the horrifying spectacle they had witnessed. The legend of the DuPont family and their cursed plantation lived on, a grim reminder of the unfathomable forces that can be awakened by the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. To this day, Bayou Grove remains a place of terror, its waters harboring the spirits of the DuPonts and the echoes of their sinister rituals. The legend serves as a chilling warning, a testament to the real and devastating consequences of meddling with the supernatural, and unravel the enigma that is Ravenwood Manor. In the heart of the dense forests of Vermont, hidden away from prying eyes, lies a sinister and cursed place known as Ravenwood Manor. This imposing mansion, with its towering spires and ominous aura, became the epicenter of a terrifying incident that gave birth to a chilling legend. In the late 19th century, Ravenwood Manor was the lavish residence of the enigmatic Thornwood family. The Thornwoods were known for their wealth, but also for their reclusive nature and peculiar behaviors. Whispers of dark rituals and arcane practices spread among the townsfolk, shrouding the manor in an aura of dread. One fateful night, a massive and violent storm engulfed the region, trapping the Thornwood family and their staff inside the mansion. As the tempest raged, An otherworldly entity seemed to awaken within the manor's walls. Unearthly screams and unsettling laughter echoed through the halls, chilling the bones of those unfortunate enough to hear. The storm subsided, but the Thornwoods and their staff were never seen again. The manor stood abandoned, a looming reminder of the horror that had unfolded within. Locals spoke of malevolent spirits and dark forces that had been unleashed, and the legend of Ravenwood Manor was born. In the years that followed, the manor became a place of fear and fascination. Paranormal investigators and thrill seekers ventured into its decrepit halls, hoping to capture evidence of the supernatural. One particular group of investigators, led by renowned paranormal researcher Dr. Eleanor Morgan, entered Ravenwood Manor in the hopes of unraveling its mysteries. As they explored the manor's labyrinthine corridors, their equipment began to malfunction, capturing eerie EVP recordings and distorted images of shadowy figures. The air grew icy cold, and whispers in long-forgotten languages seemed to fill the rooms. Dr. Morgan's team pressed on, determined to uncover the truth. Deep within the manor's bowels, they discovered a hidden chamber, a room adorned with esoteric symbols and flickering candles. At its center lay an ancient tome, bound in human skin and written in a language of nightmares. As Dr. Morgan approached the book, a chilling voice whispered in her ear, recounting the Thornwood family's descent into darkness and the malevolent entity they had unleashed. As she touched the book, the room seemed to warp and shift, and the spirits of the Thornwoods and their staff materialized before her eyes. Their hollow eyes bore into Dr. Morgan's soul as they spoke of their torment and their insatiable hunger for more souls to join them in their eternal suffering. The legend had come true. The Thornwood family, consumed by their dark desires, had become trapped within Ravenwood Manor, forever bound to haunt its halls. Dr. Morgan's team fled the manor, their lives forever changed by the encounter. To this day, Ravenwood Manor stands as a chilling testament to the unfathomable forces that can be unleashed by human curiosity and the insidious nature of legends that become reality. The legend of the Thornwoods and their cursed mansion serves as a haunting reminder that some truths are better left undiscovered, and that the price of knowledge can be far more terrifying than we can imagine. In the remote and desolate desert region of Arizona, there lies an abandoned ghost town known as Serpent's Hollow. The town's eerie name was derived from a chilling incident that took place in the late 1800s, and the legend that followed would cast a long shadow over the area. In the midst of a scorching summer, Serpent's Hollow was a bustling mining town, its residents seeking fortune in the depths of the earth. The town's prosperity was short-lived. As a series of mysterious deaths began to plague the community. Miners would venture deep into the mines only to never return, their lifeless bodies discovered days later, with expressions of sheer terror etched on their faces. Whispers of a curse soon circulated through the town. It was said that a malevolent serpent spirit, angered by the town's intrusion into its territory, had cursed the land and claimed the souls of those who dared to disturb it. Panic spread like wildfire, and Serpent's Hollow transformed from a thriving community to a desolate ghost town as residents fled in fear. Amid the chaos, a man named Samuel Dalton arrived in Serpent's Hollow, driven by a stubborn determination to unravel the truth behind the curse. Samuel, a scholar of ancient lore and mysticism, was intrigued by the legend and believed that a solution could be found to appease the vengeful spirit. Samuel delved deep into the town's history, scouring old manuscripts and consulting with local shamans and wise elders. His research led him to a sacred cave hidden within the desert, said to be the serpent spirit's dwelling place. Armed with knowledge and a heart full of resolve, Samuel entered the cave alone, prepared to confront the entity that had terrorized the town. For days, the town held its breath as Samuel remained within the cave's depths. On the third day, he emerged, his face pale and his eyes haunted. He recounted a harrowing encounter with the serpent spirit, an entity of darkness and malevolence that had challenged his very soul. Samuel claimed to have negotiated a pact with the spirit, offering a sacrifice of his own life in exchange for the safety and prosperity of Serpent's Hollow. In the weeks that followed, the town slowly began to recover. The curse seemed to lift, and the once abandoned mines were reopened. Serpent's Hollow experienced a brief period of prosperity, and its residents believed that Samuel Dalton's sacrifice had saved them from the serpent spirit's wrath. Then, one fateful night, a violent sandstorm engulfed the town. In its aftermath, Samuel's lifeless body was discovered, his eyes wide open in a final expression of horror. The legend had come true. The serpent spirit had claimed its price, despite Samuel's noble intentions. To this day, the abandoned Serpent's Hollow stands as a chilling reminder of the forces that can be unleashed when the boundaries between the spiritual and earthly realms are crossed. The legend of the serpent's curse lives on, a cautionary tale of the consequences that can follow when the mysteries of the desert are probed too deeply.